There's a viral dating trend sweeping through TikTok in 2025, and it's not happening in clubs or on dating apps, it's happening at Home Depot. You heard me right. And while tens of thousands of women are catching on, most men still have no idea it's even happening, let alone what it means for the dating landscape in 2025. But here's the twist. A recent dating survey backs this up, revealing a massive shift in how and where women want to meet men. So in this video, we're breaking down the trend, the psychology behind it, and how single guys can take advantage to maximize their dating life in 2025. All right, so let me fill you in. And before I break it all down, I do want to give credit to the girls on the Tuesday Tea podcast because I heard about this trend from one of their videos on TikTok. And here's what you need to know. There is a movement happening. Women are ditching dating apps and heading to Home Depot to meet men. Seriously, the running joke right now is delete the apps and go find a man in the lumber aisle. And leading this entire trend is a woman named Caitlin Ansari, who has been documenting her experience on TikTok and racking up views in the millions. But this isn't just about hardware stores, it's about a deeper shift. Caitlin, like a lot of women, is fed up with the endless scroll on dating apps. She's tired of soft-spoken tech bros, podcast guys, and TikTok streamers. She, like many women, wants a man's man. You know what I mean? The traditional, masculine, blue-collar type of guy who isn't afraid to get his hands dirty. And we're not talking about like the overcompensating alpha meme Andrew Tate bravado. We are talking about grounded, real-world masculinity. Men who work hard, speak respectfully, and hold the door for a lady. Women want that again badly. So badly that they're now strategically placing themselves in environments where those men are most likely to be. And guess what's at the top of that list? Home Depot. So this girl, Caitlin, decided to test the theory for herself. She threw on a cute outfit, walked into Home Depot, and she secretly recorded the interaction with this guy. So she found him in one of the aisles and approached him with a made-up story that she needed help hanging a painting at her house. And first, he was a little caught off guard, but he did agree to help. Now here's the funny part. She didn't actually have a painting, so when he started asking her for measurements and dimensions and everything else, she had to totally improvise. But, you know, the guy was a good guy. He played along. He helped her find everything she needed. And then he walked away. And at first she was bummed. No number, no flirtation, just a helpful dude doing his thing. God bless him. But then, plot twist, he turned back around and asked for her number. He later texted her saying he was flustered and wasn't used to pretty girls asking him for help, but that he would love to help her hang the painting and take her to dinner. And apparently, she went and bought a real painting. So after that, they went on a date. He came over to help hang it. And that was like back in October 2024. And apparently today, they're still together. Now, on its own, maybe this TikTok trend doesn't seem like a big deal, but the moment I saw it, I instantly thought back to a dating survey I read in late 2023. And when you put the two side by side, it's blatantly obvious that something is shifting in the dating world and fast. The dating survey came from Alexander over at datepsychology.com. He ran a study on romantic approaches, asking both men and women about initiating interest. And here's what he found. 50% of men said they had not approached a woman romantically in over a year. Meanwhile, 35% of women under 30 said they hadn't been approached by a man in the same amount of time. But get this, 77% of women under 30 said that they want to be approached more. Let that sink in, guys. Half of the men are sitting on the sidelines. A third of women haven't had a single guy step up and approach her in over a year, yet nearly 8 out of 10 women wish more men would approach. So, to all the black pill dudes clutching their mics and rage posting in comment sections, here's a question. Is it possible, just maybe, that women are starting to come back around? I see it with my wife's friends. I see it online. There's a growing wave of women realizing that bashing men for the last 2 decades might have backfired. That this whole, men suck narrative has left everyone lonelier, jaded, and more confused. And now a lot of women are starting to drop the ego and recalibrate their expectations because they don't want to end up bitter and alone with a cat named Randall and a failing food blog. That is good news. But look, not everyone's going to take advantage of it because let's be honest, fellas, some of you watching this, you're already too far gone, too angry, too disillusioned, too convinced that leaving the dating game makes you some kind of like enlightened masculine stoic. And that's cool, go for it. Ride the go it your own way train straight to Regretville. You'll have all the peace and quiet you want, but zero connection, zero intimacy, and zero growth. But for the rest of you, the men who still want to compete and improve and attract high quality women, this is your window. And it's wide open. Right now, tons of men are pulling themselves out of the game while tons of women are literally begging to be approached. It's crazy. The only problem I can think of is that most guys still have no clue how to create real attraction. They're still getting ghosted after dates or friend zoned after good conversations. You know, they're getting rejected not because they're bad guys, but because they're playing the game blind. Now, if that's you, listen up. I built a free coaching community on School, and you can join it right now. No catch, no bullshit. And inside, you'll get access to a free flirting ebook so you can stop having boring conversations, and full access to my new course, Attraction by Design. Just click the link in the bio. I would really love to see you over there. Now, in the meantime, I'd like to challenge you guys to open yourselves up a bit, whether that's getting comfortable with approaching women, or even if it's just putting yourself back out there. And look, I am not saying this is easy, okay? Dating can be brutal. People get ghosted. You know, people get hurt. They lose confidence. But the worst thing you can do is treat a few bad experiences with women like they define all women, because that's what traps you. When you don't know how to build attraction, you keep ending up with low quality women and results. And then you convince yourself that that's just how it is all the time with all the women. But not all women are the same. There are plenty of amazing women out there who are looking for strong, grounded men. But they can't choose you if they never feel the spark. And by the way, I'm not some unicorn. I didn't breeze through dating without taking L's. I've been rejected, ghosted, friend zoned. I've been lied to by girlfriends, manipulated, made to feel like I wasn't enough. I promise you guys, I get it, but I refuse to quit. I refuse to play the victim. Every loss taught me something. Every heartbreak leveled me up. And eventually, all those small improvements, they stacked up and gave me real control over my dating life. And with time, I learned to attract the kind of women I used to think were out of my league. And ultimately, I found the girl for me, who amplifies all of my strengths and compensates for all of my weaknesses, and I want that for you too. So gentlemen, if you're ready to level up without years of trial and error, join my free coaching community on School. The link's in the bio. Seriously, women want to meet men in person again, and this is the time to learn and develop these skills. And hey, don't leave your boy hanging. I pour a lot into these videos, and your support helps the message spread. So drop a like, hit subscribe, leave a comment. I always respond. And I just want to say thanks for watching, gentlemen. I'll see you in the next one.